Along the beaches of northern France, an army awaits, hundreds of thousands of British and French troops facing the sea, eyes fixed on the horizon, searching for ships to rescue them. But inland the situation is changing. German armour is moving again. In reality, the advance stopped, but what if it hadn't? For 2 days, the German advance has been frozen just short of Dunkirk. The halt order issued by Adolf Hitler kept panzer divisions in place while the Allies began evacuating. Operation Dynamo is launched under Vice Admiral Bertram Ramsay. Across the channel, anything that floats is sent: destroyers, ferries, fishing boats, forming a fragile lifeline to Britain. Reports reach German high command as British forces mass on the beaches, and rescue ships gather in growing numbers. At Führer headquarters, the situation is reassessed. Hermann Göring insists the Luftwaffe can destroy the evacuation from the air, but the opportunity is too significant to leave unresolved. Orders are issued. Advance immediately, close the pocket, destroy the enemy at Dunkirk. Panzer units surge forward. Heinz Guderian's 19th Panzer Corps drives for the coast, spearheaded by the 1st and 2nd Panzer Divisions. And to the north, 16th Panzer Corps advances in parallel. Within the pocket there is no British armour that matches the Germans, nor French Char B-1 heavy tanks capable of halting them. The corridor to the sea begins to close. On the beaches, evacuation is already underway, with long miles of men stretching into the water as destroyers and small craft load continuously, while overhead Hugh Dowding's fighters engage the Luftwaffe in an effort to hold the skies. German artillery begins to reach the outskirts of Dunkirk, shells fall in increasing range until the beaches themselves come under fire, and under the bombardment from both air and land, the atmosphere begins to shift. Order gives way to urgency, then to fear. Inland British rearguard units, elements of the 2nd and 46th Division, form a final defensive line across canals and roads leading to Dunkirk, outnumbered and low on ammunition but continuing to resist. Anti-tank weapons prove ineffective against advancing German armour, particularly the new Panzer IV. In desperation, soldiers improvise, bundling grenades together and advancing under fire in an attempt to disable tanks at close range. For hours the line holds, but the pressure continues to build. By the 3rd day the line gives way. German armour reaches the outskirts of the beaches, and through smoke and drifting sand the outlines of tanks appear on the dunes as machine gun fire sweeps across the shoreline. Men scatter as boats pull away overloaded, some sinking while others struggle to take on more survivors. In the water, soldiers attempt to climb aboard anything that will float. Others never leave the shore. Across the beaches, improvised white flags begin to rise as organised resistance breaks down. Operation Dynamo collapses. Over 300,000 Allied troops, British and French, are captured, and the British Expeditionary Force ceases to exist. Across the Channel, Britain stands alone, without its army and without its shield. In London, Winston Churchill confronts the first major crisis of his leadership, and with the memory of Gallipoli still present, pressure begins to mount within the government. Discussion turns, not to victory, but to negotiation.